Alright. Seems to work. Alright. Now need a link. Voilà. Et normalement... Voilà. Et voilà. Plus qu'à se mettre au boulot. And... Oh yeah, I forgot to do an intro, but I don't know. Hello everyone. And I'm gonna work on the game, and I'm not good at intros, as per usual, so let's get to it. Just gonna need a good body of water, because this is gonna be one of the big things today. Yeah, let's start with making a proper pool. Actually, let's start by removing this and making a pool, let's say here. Sounds nice. Good. I don't know how big of a pool I need. This will do. And we want water. Nice. Yeah, the focus of today's focus is gonna be swimming. At least it's gonna be the first step today, so I am definitely gonna start with that. Okay, I'm making no sense, but you should be used to it if you're a returning viewer. I've never been good at making sense. Never hurt me though. There we go. And some thickness, in case I want to work on it. Actually, maybe it would be nicer if I... Yeah. Okay, never mind, it looks ugly now. I'll have to do. Still a bit closer. That way we won't have this ugly gap. I know it's just some technical stuff we're doing, but you know, might as well do it correctly. I don't really want to move the test plate, so we're gonna have to leave this one though. Oh, well, there isn't one. Nice. Alright. Pretty good. Now, just need one below. Alright, Alright, I'm gonna need to do it a bit more carefully. Needs to be at least... Yeah, it's okay if it goes through this time. Perfect. So now we can just... There we go. There we go. Better. And now let's just select all this mess. Should I union them? It might cause some inaccuracies. Let's just make it a model. And there we go. Oh, and before I forget, I'd rather not have an opening here. There we go. You. Bad. Ugly. Ugly is bad. Unless it's a person, I guess. It's okay to be ugly. But I don't build ugly things. Well, I say that, but it's still just a white square. Okay, so. I still want to know how this swimming script works. That's the current one. And how they make a model, a custom model like that, work with terrain water is a mystery to me. If we can't make it work with terrain water, we're gonna use salt water. That works too. Either or. Alright. Interesting. It's not the usual scripting style of this group. It's very clean. So this is a swim function. Actually, okay, so one thing that's going to be annoying for starters is we are stuck on the WASD control scheme. And why this is annoying is because... How to explain? Well, yeah, right, because mobile compatibility. It's going to be a thing eventually. Okay. Momentum. The guy who made this is actually really knowing his shit. User input service, right? Yeah. The animations. The character's root. The character's humanoid. It relies on this. Whoa. It really knows its stuff. I hope the music ain't too loud. There's speed and max speed in the settings? I assume this thing has never been touched. Correct. Unless it's something to do with... Yeah. Yeah, there's no commits here. Pretty dangerous. There's a lot to see here. It reminds me of my old movement script though. Oh, and there is no humanoid swimming, which means it has nothing to do with terrain water, being terrain water. I feel like I know this one. Oh yeah, and the SAR is pretty damn good. Oh, gotta check something. Nothing, okay. 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 It's just some platform standing. There's a do swim step function and a swim function. Not state. Swim. Oh. So they're just constantly this looping. This is just constantly looping. Wait, rate, and the rate is 30. So, okay. It only processes things once every 30... No, 30 times per second, sorry. But it's implemented with a while loop, which is, I guess, a necessary evil. Personally, I'd rather use the heartbeat function, but since I assume this guy knows what he's doing, so Earthframe, he runs the swim function, and if recently swam, and he swam recently, and it's being and it's more, okay, yeah, so more. So since it has to have been a second then. Hmm. This is actually kinda jank. Okay, let's see what that swim function does now. Ooh, Mystery Dungeon music. Which one? Nice. That's one of the first areas of the first game, so... To me, I count this as feels. Oh really, you have a swim variable and a swim function. That's a bit rough, but technically correct. Okay, so he's first wondering if it's permitted. Well, he's already running the swim function. Okay, okay, so permitted just means if he's in water. So if active, I guess it means if the swimming is active, but it's not permitted, he disables it forcefully. Yeah. So if he finds the route and if he is swimming, there's momentum. I'm curious about that momentum variable. And where do you swim? Do you do a swim step? Okay, declaration and while loop. So while he's allowed to swim and he is swimming, he has a root part which is obsolete and has a humanoid which surely they already checked that, right? And he's not dead. So if the swim function goes through, you start doing swim steps. Wait. Swimming is being run a lot. Like 30 times per second it's being run. Surely it doesn't start 30 loops, right? Let's do one layer at once. Well, already we've got something useless. We can replace that by a simple AND. And remove this AND. Format this. So these are the conditions for swimming. Permitted is only checked at this point, but it's already rechecked it's already rechecked 30 times per second, so okay. Yes, and it's being refreshed here again. How many weights are there here? 2. Okay, good. Okay. So, active seems to be when he... Oh, come on. I've seen more intuitive. So active equals false, active equal true. I gotta figure out this. I gotta figure this thing out. So permitted is already being checked a ton. Root, well, it never changes since it's humanoid's root part. Humanoid is always humanoid, and health, yeah. That's some Metroid shit. It has to be. Huh. Checking. Hmm. Okay. That's how you ignore when you're in chat. So every time you run that function, it checks if it's permitted. He checks if it's in the water, it's variable. If it's if he, assuming active means he is swimming. So if he's swimming and he shouldn't, he stops. And if he recently swam and he's allowed to swim. Permitted just meaning is in water, from what I've seen. Yeah. Of course, it starts as false. Yeah, every time you see it, it's just is in water. So, if swam recently and is in water, I really want to replace that permitted variable by in water. That will be a bit more clear. Yeah, let's do that. Permitted by in water. Replace all. There we go. And now I wanna see how he decide that someone recently swam. So yeah, so that if he is swimming in water and everything's alright. There's one place where he's set. And he's also set here. He's also set here when you toggle the swim. But that's only setting it to... There's a true. There's a false. So the only case where it says true is when the swim function runs. But it's not the swim loop either. Because the swim loop is here. Okay, so assuming... Okay. Momentum is... Yeah. The current speed. The direction in which the bot is looking. Plus 10 up. Okay, 10 up, I'm not gonna question too much. I guess that's how you kind of simulate that. You start swimming and maybe the surface is hit. This whole thing bothers me because it doesn't account for the model's mass. I bet I bet this script works just fine with a humanoid, but with a bigger model like a dinosaur, yeah, that's not gonna do it. Maybe that's why swimming is so slow and it's so hard to surface. Okay, body gyro. Consistency, please. Then the C-frame. Okay, so that way he says you are already in the right direction. It's velocity starting at 0, having some power. Okay, that's fair. All of this is really not accounting for the weight, though. Weight is gonna be a big difference because... Oh, actually, maybe not, because we're talking about velocity, not a force applied. You know what? Documentation time. Oops. Oh, somehow it worked. Like, dollar sign and star, and it actually just... That's exactly the page I wanted, though. Deprecated. Huh? You want to improve the documentation? But it's beta! I don't want to use... Show deprecated? It's good to... Wow, there's so many deprecated things. Linear velocity. Okay. Well, tell me what this is. It's a constraint. Okay. I don't like their presentation, though. It's not well delimited like the old... Like this, you see? This separator doesn't seem like much, and this different color doesn't seem like much. It actually matters a lot, so you can see the difference there. Oh yeah, flashing lights, sorry. You can see it's supposed to be the same website. Whatever, we'll have to do with it. Apply the force on the base part. Oh yeah, okay, it's literally copy-pasted too. I do not like this presentation at all. Oh, and the detail of it is somewhere else. Fine. It works too. Okay, but no, everything is blended together now. That's disgusting. Look at how big the page is for a deprecated thing. Okay, that's not an excuse to be deprecated, but like, see, the things that are here collapsed, so we don't bother with them. They take tons of room here. I'm interested to see how the power works, though. I see, that's a multiplier. Anyways, let's see the new linear velocity. So 3 line velocity. Oh boy, that. Oh god. Oh no. You can see that the properties and methods are quite different. Yeah, I see no methods at all. Only the ones that are common to every object. Oh, fuck. I was hiding the screen. Sorry. Okay. But yeah, you see, as I was saying, this is the object that is used. The body velocity is deprecated and has these properties and these two methods. This is not even implemented. And this returns the last force in the object. So, okay. That's interesting. So that's how hard he can try to apply this velocity. So like the force applied to reach that velocity, and this is, yeah, how aggressive he is. Linear velocity is a replacement. So, oh boy, that's primary tangent axis. What? Huh. Well, they better explain me that one. Well, explain yourself then. Okay, there we go. And so line means the line is constrained to. Okay. Velocity components in the plane. Okay, I'm not too sure what plane does. It's like 1D, 2D, 3D. That's the best explanation I got. It's pretty poorly explained. I wonder if we could find that in the... Yeah. In the old version of the documentation. Like if I search for that... There we go. God, that's so cleaner. That's so much cleaner. I'm just gonna stick to... Oh yeah, but if I have all the information, it might hurt. Fine. Is there any settings at least? No, of course not. Will they give us any settings? Roblox is often like that. They kinda rush making new things. They make you use the new things, and then maybe, if you're lucky, they wonder if they should do the new thing. Yeah, once it's already there. Hold on. Okay. Looks like my stream went pretty unnoticed. Well, I'm used to it. So, how does it work? Max force is still the same. Hmm. Wait, there. Attachment 0, attachment. Oh, yeah, because it's a constraint, it works on attachments, right? It's a constraint, so of course. Hmm. I don't like working with constraints, but you know what? Let's do some experimentation then. Let's create. No. Let's just do a run. Just run so there are no players. That way is just the server. So let's make a part. Just check that it works correctly. Yes. And then we add to it a body mover. What part is this? Oh yeah, my little wrecking ball. Linear velocity. So first we want it to be okay. But I have no attachments. Does it have to have an attachment? I don't like working with those. So let's try without attachment. So you get a bit of vertical velocity and tons of force. I guess it doesn't work, does it? Mode, vector, relative to the world. Okay, too much. Let's stay at 10 for a bit of an attempt. And now let's see if we attach. Wait, no. Don't have an attachment. We have to make a new one. Attachment. There we go. So despite having a lot of force, it will only go at this speed. Let's say let's try to give him less strength. Let's see what happens. Nothing right now. Which means that maybe it needs to be stronger? It's weird because yall aggressiveness thing, it's kind of gone. Let's try 20,000. I kind of like the whole aggressiveness mechanic. Which means if I... Yeah. You can see he's only so strong to resume going back up. Like, if I give him more strength, he won't be faster. But you can see him slow down. Like, let's try 50,000. You already see the difference there. Apparently, it also has properties of like, yeah, with 0, as long as this much force is enough to counter whatever movement he has. There we go. But force is really arbitrary in Roblox. Accounting for the weight without aggressiveness is going to be a bit difficult, but we will do it. I guess it's simpler, at least. No methods. And all there is this. Oh, hey, well, I'm trying to make a dinosaur swim. That's a dinosaur. And right now, he already has a swimming script. It's kinda jank. Like, I don't really know what is going on here, but I can tell you that this item and this item, they're apparently, how do we say it already? Obsolete? No, there's another word. Deprecated. Right, they're deprecated. Basically, that means that they're not really working with it, and if it breaks, it breaks. So better not use it. Also, I don't like it having... It just... You see, I'm making my own movement script in this game. And, well... If I want it to work out, I'm gonna have to include this in my movement script. Somehow. I had a flight mechanic in the previous game I made, but... How to put it? Yeah, I don't think it just would fit. Yeah, no problem. I'm used to it. I don't do these streams only for developers. Actually, I don't think there's a single developer that has watched my streams. Let me check something very quick. Hide the screen. Well, yeah. I said on the server that I was starting the stream, but I don't want to ping everyone. There's no role to indicate who's interested in my streams. So I guess I ping no one and no one knows I'm streaming. It's a bit sad. But let me give you the gist of it, okay? This is an object. Like, this is a physical object even, which is pretty practical to explain things. See, it bounces and all. And this is all of its properties. A good example, I can modify its properties. Right now it's even playing, so you can see what they do in real time. I can also modify things like this. I can say that it has no mass. I can say that it can't collide through anything, and so it will fall through the ground. But I don't want to have to make a new one. No, I don't do the animations and sound effects. I want dinosaurs to be able to swim. Really, that's all I want. Right now in the game, you know what? Let me show you the game. Uh, let's go on Roblox. There you go. I probably should favorite it to find it more easily. Let me show you the game. You know what? I haven't made everything. I haven't made everything. Not even close to that. Like my whole group, you know. I don't care. No animation even. I just that's gonna be another guy's part. Animation and sound are not my part of things. I'm no animator. I'm no sound designer. I'm just a scripter. I make scripts and nothing else. Animations do not work with scripts. They're their own things. Whatever, let's try this. Don't even know if this... Yep, that doesn't work. They should make that fade out a bit faster. Let's pick a dinosaur. Let's pick... this guy, I don't know. No need to customize it. Yeah. And start. Alright, I understand. There we go. Okay, so movement on the ground has been made by me so far. As you can see, yeah. You can already see that there's some acceleration, there's some time taken to turn. All of that isn't vanilla, that's something I have made. And there's even something I'm pretty proud of. You can see the model leaning with slopes. That was not easy to make. But I did it. Well, I guess it was easy to make for this game because I made it for my older group and I could recycle a good chunk of it. But yeah, it's something I'm proud of nonetheless. Oh, alright, there's not going to be any terrain war in the future. That settles it. But let me show you how swimming works. When you're in the water, you start swimming, alright? As you can see, it's... one, the screen is way too blurry. And two, it's extremely slow. There's also some weird glitches when you go in and out of the water. Like here, look at that. I was walking on the seafloor for a moment. And it's a bit hard to get out. Like, as you can see here, I've made an oddly big jump when it was not supposed to be possible. The options? Nope, there's no options yet. Yeah, well, you know, it's Roblox, so slopes are slopes until they're more than 89 degrees steep. And if you've done any basic geometry, 90 degrees is a right angle, so a straight vertical in this case. So anything that is not strictly vertical or upside down is a slope to Roblox. At least as it is. It's technically something I can change. I gotta change that too. I like that music. Where is it from? That's the music for cooking. Yeah, okay. Or maybe that's just, I don't know, a comparison or some shit like that. Does it work? Yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay, it's... Here you see when he bumps into a wall that brutally, it's supposed to stop. I guess it's something I should fix. Okay, so... Okay, I just have to press E to eat. There we go, my food bar went up, and you see there was no animation, because it's not like... It's not made. It's not finished yet. It's an alpha. It's a pre-alpha even, which means the game is just not in a playable state, but people can play it if they want, to see what it looks like so far. So you see, I want to work on swimming. And now that I think about it, that swimming script I got does not seem to be up to date. That's not right. Player scripts loader. So he waits. All he does is run this module? That's kinda cheap. Yeah, pretty much. Right now you see it's kinda rough. It's kinda rough on the edges. Okay, now I'm in editor only mode, so the game's not playing. Alright. Okay. I might not make this stream last very long since no one's watching. I should just be working, you know. But streaming kinda helps me work on stuff. Well, see ya later, man. But definitely I can tell you, this is not what they're using for swimming. It has some common points, but it's not. I'm just gonna search everywhere. Okay, model config. All stuff from my old stuff. Sound service. Model config. The swimming. I'm on. I'm already on. Yeah, I used to stream a lot and people used to come, but you know, that was on my old group and maybe people, I think people just don't know about my streams just yet. It'll happen eventually. I don't know. We'll see. Well, see you around. And yeah, if you want to check out the story, it's already your turn, I guess. Okay, but what's sure is I don't have the latest movement system. It's starting to be annoying to have differences between what really is and what I'm supposed to do. Hmm. Oh, forgot one thing. There we go. So what I suspect is this script has been recycled in the definite game. I know it's not the same script because one swim was toggled automatically when here it's toggled by here pressing E. So there's that difference. And second, it's supposed to react to real water instead of water parts. And here it reacted to water parts when there is no terrain water and no support for it in that current version. So I'm likely gonna break something. Hmm. Swimming ain't that exciting when people aren't there. Hold on, let me check something. Okay. Wait, is that... Okay. Yeah, that's demo music. But they told me to do the swimming. Hold on. I have to write that. I have to not show that part. Yeah, they're doing swimming in a very strange way, and I don't know which. Yeah, and they did tell me to do flight and swimming compatibility. Okay, I'm confused. Okay. Okay, well, some things aren't clear right now. That's one thing that is strangely sure. Oh, well, that didn't work. How am I supposed to work on an? I'm not working on the real deal clearly. Okay, screw that. I have some things to double check. So let's modify. Let's touch some things myself. Debug menu, inform me. Okay, so it is stopped. Okay. That's the target speed. Okay. Record speed goes into last speeds. Okay. Hmm. So this is debug stuff. So for each speed, actually, this is red, so it doesn't stop. This is green, so he should stop. Let's get our debug stuff on the screen, shall we? Let's remove the main and enable the debug. Hold on. Just, I like it to move a little upwards. There we go. Better. Okay. So speed good. Okay. So if those conditions are met, the speed is not good. Okay. Okay, so if the speed is good, it shows... Wait. Okay, if the speed is good, he shows green. If the speed is not good, he shows red. So if the last speed is higher than the reduced walk speed, yeah, so that means that it's not good to stop. Okay, okay. No, I get it. Hmm. No need to have this in the loop. Yeah, so this means that it's not gonna stop. Yeah, it's red to say it's not gonna stop. Because the speed is not too much lower. It's not, yeah, it's not much under the walk speed. And green, that's a sign that he should stop, actually, because that's to say, when it all goes green, the stop goes green to say it stops. Okay. So, if one of these is not good enough, stop background goes to red. No, if... Yeah, that if one of them is not reduced, actually. Hmm. Oh, yeah, I see. So if he doesn't stop, okay, his stop is all to say if he's hitting a wall. Okay. Hmm. You know what? I need some info on base parts. Is that just a velocity property? Assembly angular velocity, assembly linear velocity. Get velocity at position. Huh? Unsafe. Okay, so it's just a sinking. It's just a matter of sinking. Okay. That's... There is absolutely no description. It's disappointing. Okay. Rollers get velocity at position. Explain. Nothing. Crap. That's not what I want. Get velocity at position. That's what I wanted. Get the... There we go. Okay. Okay. Get velocity. Get velocity at position. That's what I want. That's the only one that's all I'm seeing. Ah, bonjour, bonjour. Ça va tranquille. Je crois pas t'avoir déjà vu sur ce stream, mais tout le monde est bienvenu. Bon, à part le fait que j'essaie de faire nager un dinosaure, ce qui est un peu l'enfer des fois, mais bon. Ah, so you're actually English. Sorry, I actually get some French viewers sometimes, and I am French myself, so... Yeah, alright. I don't remember seeing you around, though, but... anyone's welcome regardless, so... well, yeah, everything's alright, aside from the fact that I'm trying to make a dinosaur swim. I think I'm getting some French viewers sometimes because, you know, YouTube knows I'm French. You know, Google knows a lot of things. So, yeah. So, yeah, my objective today is to make a dinosaur like this, or any other, really, swim. Oh, your carbon... Oh, yeah, well, sub-carbon... Yeah. I guess I won't have too much to explain. So let me tell you about the situation right now. This is a swimming script I have on this scripter world. This is a world for scripters. But when I play the game, I can tell you this is not the script that is being used. So there is actually a difference between what is actually being used and what is supposed to be what it's supposed to be what I'm working with, but it's not what they're working with. So there's kind of a difference, and I don't really know how to manage it. I wish they just. I wish that for scripting I could just have like a copy of the game or something, like the full game with the full context, proper context. You know, that's how we worked on my old group. We're all working on a copy of the game. Like it's a copy. It's not the game itself. So we don't have any mishaps with publishing. So we have our own little test plate or debugging tools that will not make it into the definite game, you see. But that's not the case here. When I need something, I basically have to ask... 1 second, I need water. Whew, better. Yeah, I just don't get it, man. Thank you. I just don't really get it, man. It would be more practical if I just could see the entire game. Because you see, having a different scope means I have to work with a different context, and those differences can add up and legitimately break things. I guess that's a way to avoid theft, but even if, you know, I wish I could be working even with test models. Like, literally, you put a dinosaur which is made of 2 cylinders. Whatever, I can work with it. I just want something functional the same way as a real game, you see? Even if my map has to be this, with just 1 foot point here, 1 meat spawner here, and you see? Ah, you're scripted too, right? But yeah, man, that's... So I know that script was supposed to be about swimming, but I don't know what we currently have. Like, let me show you one difference, for instance. Well, one difference is I didn't tell this thing to shut up. So here's what I'm gonna do. Server storage. It won't do anything now. Okay. We were saying. Now all that's working is my movement script. Alright? Yeah, I think that was a camera for the main menu kicking in when there's nothing to look at. So here, as you can see, I have the default Roblox swimming. And if I press E, I switch to another. No, actually, I just don't have the swimming script active at all. Where is it? Oh, okay, I just don't have a swimming script right now. Okay. Alright, thank you. Let's... Fine. Let's move it. To be one of the scripts the character starts with. There we go. Okay, so now I have a swimming script. Well, first thing you can see is I ignore completely the water. And if I press E, I swim. There you go. So here, see how it works? 1, it needs real water. 2, it starts swimming when I press E. I also stop when I press E. And 3, the water is perfectly clear. Alright? Yeah, also it doesn't like when I get out of water. Now let me show you how it looks in the game. Like the game that is currently out and supposedly has the most up-to-date stuff. By the way, that loading time is fake. Oh, that for not being clean, you'll see how much not clean it is. But yeah, this loading bar is fake. It's just a timer. As you can see, sometimes... No, not even. Okay. Yeah, you can see some things kind of popping in now and then. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Roblox does not have much material to let you make proper swimming scripts. Because how to explain it? Yeah, you don't know how much you have to load at any time. The list of things you have to load, it kind of increases over time, you see? Like, as it realizes it has to load this and that, the list of things to load will increase. So to make a loading bar with an amount of stuff to load not being a fixed number, it's difficult. An arbitrary number like this can both be good and bad, you see. It can be good because at least you can make something smooth if you know roughly how long it takes to load your game, on average. Okay, well, I fell into water, so let's get to the main point, alright? First, as you can see, it's not clear. Second, the swimming, it's happening right now, I just don't have, that's my swimming animation. The swimming is triggered automatically instead of pressing E. And third, this is not real water. You can tell it's not Roblox water, those are parts. That's how it works. It's a thing games do a lot. So as you can see, that's some pretty key difference right there. That clear giveaway that what I'm working with is not the real movement script, the real swimming script. Well, I don't even know if I can adapt. Oh, hold on, can he eat? I'm supposed to be eating right now. I don't know how to eat. Well, I'm gonna starve, that's fine. It's not even a matter you have to adapt it because this swimming script is not my script to begin with. I was trying to understand this to adapt it and improve it, include it to my movement script that I have made. But I cannot. Because that's not the swimming. My only option would be to completely remake swimming. And I don't know how you detect the water parts currently. Because it's not in my current swimming script. It's in the new one that I don't have access to. I don't know how water is organized in the real game either, because I don't have a real world. Yeah, I sent him a message right now in the dev Discord. Let me see if I got an answer. Nothing. Yeah, no problem. Let me see. Okay, let me check Discord while I'm at it. Alright. And back to the game. Okay, I could really use a meal right now. Maybe if I put myself roughly at the same height? Like this? Oh yeah, by the way, since I don't have access to full game, that also means that if there's a bug in the full game and I open the console, I'm not a dev on that game, so I can't read. I have access to limited info. For instance, you see here, there's an advanced combat script. I didn't know it existed. So right now, that stack of spawn players, folder, and stuff, it's not there. It is just not there. So I'm just gonna do what I can do, which is first closing that. Oh, hold on, I think I got an answer. Okay. Okay. So Whisper should be able to give me the real swimming script sometime soon. Yeah, especially since you know where I'm coming from, my old game. I had made everything, and how things were made is we had the whole game in one place. Yeah, well, all I can tell you is I hope it's gonna be enough. We all had basically we had a test play. We had two versions of the game on our group. We had the public one, which is the release, and we have the dev one, which is hidden. And that dev one, we can edit everything we want and it won't have an impact on the real game. All my scripts are there on the real environment. And if they need a separate place for something, they can have one. But if they don't need it, they can work here. I guess that's for the guys that don't work on technical stuff, like the model. Oh, hold on, I think I heard something. Let me check. Nope, nothing. Must be neighbors. Yeah, so if for people that do like animations, modeling, props, all that stuff, I understand that they shouldn't have access to the entire system since it's not something they have to work with. You see, like you don't want to give your scripts to like I don't know, a guy you commissioned or just a guy that it's none of his business. But it's different for scripting because you just need to know what's going on and what's it's interacting with. I also noticed some weird discrepancy, like let me show you something I made. When you hit a wall, you will stop. Those red and green things are to detect if the conditions are met for stopping because you're hitting a wall. Like, see, if you hit at too shallow of an angle, it won't bother too much. And if you hit head on, okay, it didn't trigger. If you hit head on, you will lose a lot of speed and you have to accelerate again. It's not very visible because this guy accelerates pretty quickly, but you can tell I have to speed up again, right? Well, it doesn't seem to be happening in the real game. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be happening. Oh, whispers there, nice. Let me stop and see. There. Nice. Hmm? Right. Alright, there he is. Alright, thank you, Carbon. See you around. Au revoir. I really hope it's gonna be arranged at some point. It's just not practical. Did he put it in this guy? Yep, he has a scream script now. Emotes master. Yeah, that thing definitely has a different architecture. Movement script he has is old. God damn it. Yeah, he doesn't have the latest one. Oh yeah, but he didn't just give me that, so that's normal. I will fix it. As long as I got the swimming script, we're good. Okay. So, let's see. Great first line. Great first line. Oh boy. We can tell things happened. Oxygen. Yeah, it's very different. There was no notions of oxygen back there. Ray swim. What functions are there? Oh. The answer is nothing. There is nothing else in terms of functions. This is the entire function being around every half a second? Huh. Player point dino stats? Hold up. That is exactly the kind of things that is exactly the things that are supposed to be on in the model config. That is fine. Well, at least the minimum and the maximum. Wait. Why isn't the minimum 0? Isn't the oxygen from 0 to whatever maximum capacity the guy has? Huh. Alright then. Swim Master. What is Swim Master? And swimming. So it's enabled when we start swimming. Ah, I see. Wait, raise? Hmm. Looks like this is a script that can just be put. Oops. Yeah. It can just be put. Okay, here. It can just be put. Okay, let's just get rid of that old things. Actually, back in this guy. And we put it here. There we go. Oh, swim master, I bet. Ah, there it is. There's a swimmer. There's a swimmer. That's the guy we're working with. Let's see the things that's supposed to do. Like in water. Water is... Ew! Ew! Oh, okay, Okay, I will fix that. I will fix that. I promise. Hmm. Why does this make me want to script a meteorite? I'm a weirdo. I'm freaking weird. Mm-hmm. That's more interesting, at least. We can... Let's fix that little typo. Hmm. This is not too flexible, is it? For now, I'm just gonna... slightly reduce my PTSD. There we go. But right now, game workspace, ocean, swim. Do we have that? Game workspace, there's no ocean. Also, this implies that the guy can only swim in the ocean. And if there is, let's say, a pond, he can't swim in it. That's an easy fix. I'll do it later. Also, the ocean.swim kind of intrigues me. Also, game.workspace nowadays can be replaced by just workspace. It really helps making things readable. Okay, I kind of like this music for some reason. What is it? Gunvolt? Azure Striker Gunvolt 2? Yeah, I don't know that game. It looks pretty neat though. Sounds like a boss fight. Or at least a dramatic fight. Okay, that's just Mario World's overworld. Oh. Well, thank you for the ocean, Whisper. Let's see. I don't have to have the exact same ocean, so I'm just gonna trim it down. Huh. L1, L2. L1, okay. L2. I think, okay, it's a matter of layers. Yeah, thanks, my guy. I don't have to have the ocean exactly the same as... Oh, what is this? Water source. Say, what do we have to swim in? Only the ocean? They're all in swim, though. It's good to have you here. It's actually pretty damn helpful. I can see that's also... Yeah, all of those are water sources. They're normally on the map. If they're all in swim, I assume they're all parts that we are supposed to swim in. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, I'm gonna work on that then. So, this is the swim script. One thing I'm noticing already is you're not taking everything that is in the swim folder, so let's change that real quick. There we go. That way, no matter what you put in that folder, it's going to be something you can swim in. We can adjust how this works later on, but that way it's cleaner. And in case you have any scenario where you would for some reason have something that is not a part on it, we can add a filter later on for that. So, from what I'm understanding, I see the similarities with the script I have now, so I'm somewhat understanding of that. First, no more normal swimming, that's very important. It has its own swimming animation that don't seem to change from... Yeah, see, there's those fixed swim animations, which I don't think is very... Well, I will change it later. Animation can be handled in a pretty easy way. But for now, we just want the mechanic of swimming. Playing a wrong animation won't break anything. It just won't play. First, is in water. Seems to return coordinates. So swimble water dot put... So... by the way, quick tip. When you are not using a variable from a pairs loop like that, just put underscore. That's a good way to tell I am not gonna use this and not even gonna search for it. So if this spot is in water, well, first, you are not using that part. So I guess it's not relevant. I'm not saying all that stuff is something you did. I assume it's not, because that script was there all along. And I could tell the swimming system changed even during my stay, so. So. Oh yeah, so you use the ray casting, I see. Hmm. Yeah, there's quite a rework to do, and here's a swim script, which on. I guess it would be like a is swimming very. Okay, I don't. Whole world, please. Whole word. This variable does nothing. You know what? Let's do that check for everyone. Okay, it's used. In case I don't know if you're still there. Maybe you're not, and you just dropped by to tell me about it. If you're still there, I can tell you a few things about my plan. I guess plans. I guess. You're what on it? Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm a murderer now. So character script.parent. Yeah, alright. So yeah, this is in start character scripts, by the way, now. So it's gonna be script.parent no matter what. We good? Okay. Yeah, basically, if you want a script on the character that will be compatible with any kind of character, this folder. Okay. Next thing I would like to precise is with the oxygen. It seems to be working pretty well. Just, I don't know what Dino stats is, but for stats that are like numbers that will never change, things that are just the base stats of the dinosaur, that's what the model config is for. So that's a good place to put it. The model config, I don't know if you checked it out yet. It's very easy to access. You know what? Let me make a demonstration actually. Just take here. Model data is just model mod, which is the module. I call get data, and it returns me a table with all of the data that is proper to this model. Everything that is in model config will come. Everything that table will be returned. By the way, there are multiple ways to use get data. So, yeah. Man, this is an old thing. So you can ask for only one variable with this by just naming the variable. So if I do get data part scale, he will return 1. You see? If I do get data and have a table of names of info I want, he will only return those informations. So if you don't want to get all the data every time, you can do it. Other than that, you can just write all the info you want in it. It will be there. Okay, what the fuck is that music? Okay, that's really weird. Let me put a random spot. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So one thing you can do, for instance, is oxygen max, oxygen min. You can just put them there. Put your own little section if you want, even like this. Like oxygen max equals, I don't know, 180. Let's be funky, 420. And oxygen min, I don't know what this value is. Isn't the minimum of oxygen just 0? Like, you no longer have oxygen, you have 0 oxygen? I'd be interested to know. For now, I guess I will assume it and say 0. And there you go. Now every time you will do get data, you will get those informations from any script. No problem, no problem. But yeah, you see, you can just write those things in there, those numbers that never change. It's not... Well, I think we can remove that anyways. That's not complicated. I'll work on it sometime soon, regardless. One thing though that does not go in the model config is the oxygen, because it's a current value, you see. Yeah. The model config only has base values, things that define the dinosaur. It's like the initial definition. Things that move should be in a value object. So you cannot put this in the model config. Model config are base values, nothing else. Or the values that just never change. Alright, good. Yeah, that's also something that allows us to have only this movement script. It works for everyone, but you have this file that changes from a dinosaur to the other. Everyone can use this script, but this is my dinosaur script. It's mine. It's made to work with any kind of stats related that are unique to the dinosaur. It works with any script as long as you can reach this module, which will be inside of the character's configuration, so it should be fine. What is that music? I like it. Meat Boy, nice. Oh, let me check something. Okay. Let's get back here and boom. Okay, so from what I understood from this script... Oh, yeah, you changed it quite a bit. Gravity delta. Momentums, time and a vertical vector, so momentum going straight up. Oh wait, momentum is a vector, which means by multiplying by this, he only keeps the y-axis. What a waste though! He can just do momentum.y and stop having to deal with vectors. Like literally the same thing as this whole mess. Let me just double check. Yeah. So this would be, imagine we only use the y-axis, would be minus max speed, so plus max speed. So vectors are right. Trust me, what really sucks is angles, 3D angles. God, this is what kills me. Like you see, you just tilting with slopes. I could not tell you how long and how much this thing broke. It made some pretty funny pictures on the Discord though, which is a very good thing about the development. So instead of doing momentum times 010 momentum dot y plus max speed. Oh yeah, and you no longer need magnitude either, because it's already a value by itself. You can remove one more parenthesis. Also, plus max speed divided by max speed, speed makes no sense. So I probably did something wrong. Whoops. Oh. Just, okay, let's try again to understand it. So, these brackets. Momentum, straight vector that is a momentum, but only the y. It's only 0, momentum dot y, 0. You know what? Actually, let's clarify it immediately by doing 0, momentum dot y, 0. Minus vector 3 dot new. Okay, so momentum dot y minus max speed, so plus max speed. Yeah. So this is one bracket. Yeah. So this is correct. We can remove this. We can remove this. No, we can't. Hold on. Oh yeah, there are 2 layers of... Wait. Maybe that's the issue all along. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, there are enough. So what did I do wrong? Oh, I removed that bracket. Okay, so momentum dot y. Reverse engineering. So there you go. We can remove one layer here. There we go. So momentum dot 0, momentum dot y dot 0 minus... There we go. Let's focus on this part for now. So minus max speed. So momentum dot y plus max speed. We can remove this. We can remove this. So this vector dot magnitude just means it's just called the y value because the others are worth 0. And for simplicity's sake, there we go. God, that's so much more readable now. So what is it? Momentum. So the vertical momentum plus the maximum speed. Maximum speed. What is it doing here? Wait. Divided by max speed, which means plus 1. Now we no longer need this. Okay, so we can also do times 0.5 plus 0.5 and remove the brackets entirely. So this is what the equation goes to. And if the gravity Okay, this whole block is useless because then what it does is nothing. I really wonder what it... Oh, wait, I still have the original, right? It's in... I think it's in this guy. Called this guy. This guy went nuts on this stuff. Oh, it was already off. Okay, you know what? Let's call it useless. Haha, you're useless. I'm gonna leave that. Actually, if that was already there, that means you haven't interacted with it either, so removed. Okay, let's go to the important parts now. So first I see that there no longer is the E key. Is there still a toggle swim function? Yes. It is only triggered by this. It's only when connect inputs is called, and connect inputs is called at the start. Okay, that's a little dirty. So let's connect the inputs, then enable the swim. Movement equals... Okay, I don't know that function. But that's where comes the wiki. For now, though, we want to be able to do some testing right now. So I'm going to remove most of the ocean. Actually, I'm going to remove all of the ocean. Wait, what? Hold on. What is this L? Could you explain to me what this L1, L2 means in the ocean folder? It seems to be part of a model too. Like, what happens if I move the model? They're not exactly at the same height. But why don't you use the same? Why can't it detect what is visually the ocean? I see the hitbox is quite different, actually. Yeah, they're absolutely not the same thing, I see. Which is weird. We're layering stuff, you say? I'd be interested to hear about that. Also, this line is way too thin. I'd really like to know what the issue was, so you couldn't just have them be together, but until then, I'm just gonna add a swim part. I'm just gonna add a part. That's gonna be my water. I guess that means I no longer need the terrain water. Especially since the game is not using terrain water anymore. There we go. Yeah. Close enough. Orange with other swim parts. Huh. I guess that's the issue when we split everything in the game making. Now I have to do. Okay, so it's blue. Ugh. Less saturated blue. Good enough. Less saturated. I like it. And material, yeah, ice. Hmm. Oh, and this part, I want anchor non-colliding, but touchable. Is that how these are set up? Yes. Any collision group stuff going on? No. Okay. Okay, then this part is boom, and we'll call it test part. There we go. Let's see what happens. So how, what do you mean swim master is not a valid part, a valid element? Mm. It should be waiting for it though. Well, that was weird. Let's try this again. Might just be a bug. Might just be a want. Nope. Hmm. This is strange. This is really strange. Like, this is done correctly. He should not be complaining that it's not a valid member. Because if it's not a valid member, he waits for it. Well, I guess you can just do only wait for child, because wait for child does returns the object instantly if it's already there. So that way you already cover everything. In-game is not a valid member of player GUI. Okay. Yeah, if he starts complaining about every missing system, we're reaching very much the part that I call. Actually, I haven't given it a name yet. But basically, that's it. That's one of the many issues when the scripting world and the real game, at least that's an issue when the scripters cannot work on at least a replica of the entire game. That means there's always going to be some missing parts. You can grab it, but in the end, what it looks like is it might happen again and again and again. So line 13, player GUI in-game screen stat. Oh yeah, that's the in-game interface. Yeah, that's pretty important to have. There's also going to be a player GUI sounds plus effect thing that's going to be asked for. Oh no, I didn't remove the dino stats, by the way. Well, it's not going to be able to find the oxygen actually because the player does not have any dino stats. Originally, it was under the player. Okay, what is it supposed to be? Okay, well, clearly it's not anymore. Start a player. Bubble chat script, scripts, loader, play scripts loader. Say, do you know what that script is? The player scripts loader? From what I'm reading, it's only getting those things which I don't know what they're for, and considering how they're scripted, I don't think it's made by us, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I will ask Pyro when I can. Robo air objects character sounds. Is it the default thing? Whoa. Yeah, you can tell whoever wrote this really know his shit. That's wow, that's clean. That's actually really clean, and he even even thinks of memory leaks. That guy's a pro. Yeah, I think it's a real Roblox script. Yeah, those are normal. This is... Oh. My god, I love that music. It's soothing. Tell me where it is. Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy music is really underrated, huh? Okay. Let's try to look into it. Okay, this thing just requires that module. And this module... Okay, also I think I can stop the test at this point. Oh, yeah, look. It wasn't there to begin with, which means it's something that Roblox did themselves. That explains it. That's indeed some default behavior. You can forget about that. Everything that was in pre-starter scripts, it was Roblox. Not gonna touch it then. God, I love that music. Hmm. I need more music like that for working. Too bad I just like random Nintendo music. It's not even Nintendo. What am I saying? Random game music. Technically, this stream is supposed to be from for Nintendo music. Link in the description, by the way, for the music source. Technically it's supposed to be Nintendo music, but they're open to all the games, and now it's an incredibly large, wide range of tracks. Like Jesus, they have so many. And the choice of the music is made by the viewers, and that's fucking awesome. You know what? Let's start. Since I'm starting to work on it and it's just a copy. So, where is oxygen mean? Let's replace it by 0 right away. It's good to get rid of some useless variables now and then, because that makes the code a hell of a lot more readable for whoever is next. Though no, it shouldn't be overdone basically, because if you remove too many variables, you don't know what does what. So you should only do that if it helps with clarity. Wait, why are those two blocks separate? It's let's just group them. There we go. Hmm. So your function is a race win. I can remove that. And now that this thing is no longer used, I can delete this line. Boom, murder. I don't know what the water frame is either. Looks like I'm missing a whole lot of player GUI actually. I honestly don't know how to read GUI, by the way. When I read like this, it sounds like I'm seeing GUI and it's like full of goo. It's kind of bullshit. Cooldown, unused. Death. Water, used. No, not used. Death. Swim Master, absolutely used. Is a route being used here? Yes, it is. Humanoid, surely, yeah. Oxygen is something we touch here, so I'm not gonna mess with it. Water frame, yeah, I really don't know what it is. Okay, so that's already a little cleaner. Hmm. So what you let me go through what you've made, all right, so I can understand everything that's happening as kind of a funneled view. Quick Google Translate. So start large and narrow it down as you progress. And thank you for the 2 GUIs, by the way. Sonic music is nice. Wait, Sonic Adventure? I'm pretty sure I played that game and that was not... must be another. Okay, so you run this... No, you run this every half a second. No, every time you run this, you then wait half a second. My bad. Okay, here it is. Anything else going on here? No. Race hit. Here it is. Race hit is set to 0 here. Wait. If it's something that is reset every loop, there's no reason to keep it here. We can just do local here, and there we go. Index. Why are the swim parts called index? That's strange. That's a moment where you want to make names longer. You called it index, but what it is just it's the list of swimmable parts. That's not something we can guess just by seeing. And if you were to come back on this code a while later, you would yourself be confused. That's why you gotta be careful with those with naming in general. So index we are gonna call instead swim part count. There we go. And since you only use it to have the number of swim parts, we can just get the number here. And no longer need the hash mark. There we go. Oh, I see what you did with the ray casting. I see. You just tried to see if we hit every block with a ray. But that means that you will have to do more and more operations as we add some swim paths, which is a technical constraint. That also means that you're only checking for water every half a second, assuming you're looping. Because we gotta not forget that, well, in this loop, you can get yourself stuck. I don't know how. Maybe you accounted for it on whatever side where the oxygen is managed. But there is a possibility that at least this script does not handle himself, if I got it correctly. Okay, clean raycasting. Though I think that's a... Isn't that the deprecated way? Fine, workspace. Properties, methods, yar, raycast. There it is. Safe, non-deprecated. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Oh, I shouldn't close that thing. So every loop you count the swim paths. Wait. But you only need to do it once actually. So might as well do it only once. I'll organize better later. Those are kind of a mess. It would be nice to organize it, and I will do it. So, I is never used, right? Yeah, it's never used. Underscore. I don't know what underscore G is. Underscore G is basically a default module script. It's a table, so you can assign keys and values like any other table. The special thing about it is that it saves cross script. Oh. Wow, that's cool. Wow, that's so useful. That's so useful. I love it. I love it. This is awesome. This is just awesome. This is awesome. This, I just learned something awesome about Roblox scripting. This is so powerful. Wow. You see that, Whisper? That's what it's called. Well, rewarding curiosity, I guess. I just yeah, there you go. It's awesome. Now the question is it local, or is it like local, like player side, or replicated from the server? Is a question. Oh, mystery dungeon. Nice. I love mystery dungeon. Oh, I got something to check on Discord. Give me a sec. Okay. That was something related to another game I'm playing. So, God, I can't believe it. It's been a long time I haven't discovered a tool so goddamn useful. Seriously, Whisper, for your own, just for your own tool belt, make sure you know what _G is if you got some time sometime soon. It's absolutely insane for storing information, for sharing variables from one script to another. That's just insanely powerful. Actually, let me ask: is _G local? Hmm. You can use the underscore G locally, and on the server, but they're separate. Thank you. That's my question. Yeah, so, okay, let me explain it to you, Whisper. Underscore G is like a module script that will always exist and is accessible from everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. You can store in it a table, variables, like you can do underscore G dot my variable equals to, go to another fucking script and ask local my variable equals underscore G dot my variable, and it works. It works because underscore G is global. It's the same no matter where you access it. You see the use with all the information we're making circulate from a script to another? And that variable can be any other variable. You can make your own table in underscore G to avoid some conflicts, like dino stats or player money. I don't know. I've been seeing that one for a long time, my guy. But seriously, you gain so much from just asking yourself questions constantly. See, you get the potential? Just, let's be clear, Whisper. It does not replace module scripts or remote function. Oh, yeah, no, actually, do not use that for remote. It is exclusive. It's not the same to everyone. Each client will have his own underscore G. The server will have its own underscore G. What the server puts in underscore G will not be visible to the player. Okay? It's not a thing to share information between clients, or from server to client, or vice versa. It's something rather so all the scripts of the server can communicate, or all the scripts of the client can communicate. But see, right now you have the oxygen, for instance, that I don't know where you're getting it. No, even better, the current oxygen can be in it. Because every time you update it in underscore G, it will be seen from everywhere else. So instead of having like imagine you do your shenanigans with oxygen, I don't fucking know. You can have in literally any script whatsoever. Just a script that says, you see the proportion of oxygen? It's the proportion of the oxygen bar. You don't need any context or whatever. It will work because you read it in underscore G. Yeah, that's a fucking game changer, man. I think we probably shouldn't abuse it, but the threads I've been seeing said that it's not any slower than using any other normal module script. Underscore G is a module script. In practice, underscore G is a table you can access from anywhere. And tables can contain anything a script variable can. Considering it can even be functions, I think you get where I'm going. You can have... Oh, yes! Okay, I just realized a real utility to this. Let me tell you. In the previous game I was making, I had a module called util, which contained some functions that I was using here and there very often, like the function that converts color 3 into a number I can store in a data store, and vice versa. Another function that does the opposite conversion. I used it for the customization in plenty of scripts. I used it in the saving mechanisms in plenty of scripts. Yeah, it was pretty important. Pretty fucking very incredibly important. instead of having my own script, my own module script that was somewhere in the replicated storage and I have to get it every time, I could have it in underscore G. I do underscore G, just underscore G dot number to color, underscore G dot call to number. Like literally, local my color equals local my number. All right, that's the number. Let's say I got it from the data store. Don't worry, I'm still planning on going behind you. I haven't done much. I haven't done anything about on the customization because it was a mess to decode in those special conditions. So I isolated myself in a local copy. But my local copy was only a local copy of the scripter world, and I only got so much to work with on the scripter world. So, yeah, I was slow. I spent tons of time just trying to understand it. And that's why I seem so inactive. Okay, so let me show you what I was talking about. Sorry for the change of topic. Underscore G dot color. I don't know if it's gonna be dot or two or colon. I don't know yet. I haven't tested it, but it's gonna be. I could do a function that's called color to G dot number to colors. That would be my number, and there you go. Yeah, right. Okay, fine. Stop complaining. Yeah, you see. And no matter where I defined it, as long as I have defined it like right away, right when the game loads up, like right when the client loads up, rather, it will work. It will work. I never have to require the script. I never have to redefine the function. It will work. So the best uses we... What is this? Mad Rat Dead. Yeah, no wonder it's a banger. Okay. Sorry. The best uses I think we can do of underscore G is going to be 1, the variables we want to have access to from anywhere on the client, and 2, the functions that are going to be used in plenty of places. You can make your life so much easier overall with that. Yeah, I'm so glad I found this out. God, it's past 1 a.m. here. I probably should stop yelling a bit. But I'm so excited. I haven't seen something so damn good in a long time. When was the last time? When was the last time? The last time has to be raycasting. Raycasting. It's about as good as raycasting. And you're using raycasting, so you know how fucking good it is. Actually, maybe you just copy my method, but like, raycasting is awesome. Just in case you don't know how awesome raycasting is, let me tell you, raycasting is awesome. Oh yeah, other fun fact, casting array is one of the lightest operation ever for the engine. If you want to check something without having to spawn things or manipulate things, like have calls interactions in the world, in the workspace, raycasting is good. It is good. It's very good. You take a starting point, you take a line that goes in such direction, and it will tell you what it hits, when, and where. And it's extremely light to do because it's just such a core function of the engine. It's the same reason why assembler is such a powerful language. Okay, good, very good. For instance, even my way of tilting with slopes is abusing the shit out of raycasting. I'm firing like 6 times 9. No, more like 4 plus 7 times 8? 56? I'm not sure. Yeah, 56. 56 rays every frame. And it's nothing because rays are light as fuck. It's only an association of rays and mathematical operation. Both are extremely light and therefore it weighs nothing on the processor. The only issue with the tilting is it has to be replicated to the others, and this is not automatic. It has to be relayed by the server somehow. You know what? Let me demonstrate what I mean. Like, let me show you what the issue is with the tilting. Huh. Okay. Anyways. You see the tilting work just fine, alright? Okay. It was fine, you can tell. Now, let's test another way. Let's start a local server. This server will have 2 players. Here's the server window. Yes, you can. And here are the 2 players. This player has the legs horizontal and all. It's perfect. Now this player has the legs vertical. Sorry, I mean. It's perfect. But now, if that player looks at the other players, you see a difference? Yeah, that's because this change with the legs is not replicated to the server. That's the one weak point of that system for now. On my old game, what it did is it was communicating its angle to the... It was communicating the angle it found locally to the server. The server relayed it to every other player, and every other player that could render this model applied this tilt, following the same rules as the local. That way everyone has the information and everyone can see it. I haven't set that up here, but matter of time. So for now, it's just such a minor thing, I think. No, never mind. All it does different for now is just the legs don't adapt to the slope. Whew. So, that aside, enough toying around. Okay, that's where I was. So, let's see. Let's see what your script is doing. Race it. For every swim part, right direction is... Yes, that is correct. The origin is a position, and it goes towards the other one's position. That is correct. And recurse results. Yes, you get it. And then, if recurse results... all the way at the bottom, huh? Okay, so it returns the real cache results. It means nothing is used. Okay, good. So you count the hits. So if not everything is hit, you count it as we're swimming, okay? And if it's exactly the same, but we're in water, okay, but hold on. Race hit cannot be. So since race hit cannot be higher than swim part count, this part is a given. So we can. This is synonymous if in water, and then we can just put else because it's all implicit. Which gives us this now. So, if not all the rays are hit, that means, but if all the rays are hit, but you're in water, and here it's if all the rays are hit and you're not in water, which would mean that you're in. Wait, how would you be in water if all the rays are not hit? In water, definition. Local, okay. Oh, I see. Remains from the last time. Okay, so that's the transition. Okay. So yeah, it is swimming, it stops swimming, and it's still not swimming. Okay. It's this one, the second is a transition. Okay, so if it is swimming, the bar should be visible. All the bars, all the oxygen stuff. Very good. Water frame is defined. Oh, the parent changes. No, my bad. Then it's an image on it is visible. Okay. Oh, that's where the blur comes. Any other mention of water blur? No, those are the only two. Yeah, okay. Okay, perfect. So, oxygen visible. The blur is enabled. The blur is a bit too strong, by the way. If we could tone that down, that would be nice. So it will break if I do not add a blur. Let's do that. Blur effect. Let's adjust. Close enough. Why is it waiting a tiny bit? Oh, yeah, by the way, you want a tip to wait as little time as possible? Here, you see the wait function? Do not put any arguments. And it will wait the lowest possible time, which is about a 60th of a second, I think. That's false. Those guys don't really know. Monkey ball. I slight intuition, but I think this is monkey ball. Oh wow, I'm a genius. Wow. Like, then more globals. Wait. The delay will have a minimum duration of 29 milliseconds. There it is. Yeah, you see here the default value is 0.03. So if you just want to do a very small wait, just do wait without arguments. Just be careful if you're trying to time things carefully. But like if you want the tiniest wait possible, that's the way. Super Monkey Ball! There's so hype. Okay, so in water is true. Wait, that's the only way you define it? Okay, then. Oh, yeah, actually that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Never mind, then. Do you really disable and enable the swim master to say that you're swimming or not? I guess it can work, but be very careful that it does not initialize something twice. So after that, every half a second, oxygen value goes down. So it's also here. Okay. %. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that one to you. That seems like really specific values, but you're the boss on that one. I'm not gonna touch anything on the oxygen display. But how is oxygen supposed to go back up? I don't get it. Because like you don't do multi-threading, so the oxygen gotta be managed from somewhere else, right? What am I missing? I don't get it. How is the oxygen replenishing? It it can't get out of this loop. Oxygen. No, I need to know everything that has an oxygen. Okay. No, it's the only script. Also, I probably should remove that, but since it was just an example. But at least you know how it works. Again, as I told you on the Discord, by the way, if you have anything that you could use having in my model config, if you got anything that you could use having on my model config, feel free to do so. Just give me a heads up. All right, that works for me. I'm not. It's not a big deal anyway, since I'm working on the swimming, not the breathing, and I can tell it's separate matters. Oxygen does not seem to affect swimming, but yeah, I'd love to have a good look at everything. It's still really weird to have like such separation between the scripts, like having to ask about all the things one by one instead of just having access to the whole thing. Well, whatever. I will take what I can get, but if that can be arranged at some point, I would be glad. It's really been slowing me down. Not today, not really, because you're here and you're really helpful. No problem, thank you for that. But in general, when I work on my own, you know, I guess having to ask for everything one by one and not being sure how it intertwines, that can lead to some errors, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried about that pretty regularly. So aside from that, okay, so the only way you trigger swimming is with that swim master enabled disabled. Wait, does that mean, if I got it correctly, does that mean that every time, all the time that the swim master is enabled, you are supposed to be swimming? There are no scenarios when it could be enabled and you would not be swimming. I'm glad I've done all this reading, but that's really important to know. We no longer need to detect water either. Permitted. Oh, sorry. That's why I'm always on that thing, on the screen, on that stream. Game music is dope. Okay, that's a bit mediocre in terms of rhythm. So, that means since we are already checking if we're in water, this is irrelevant. Since we are never not swimming when this thing is active, this is also irrelevant. Full word. Okay. So, oh yeah, by the way, I wanted to do swimming from scratch, to be honest. But since you already have it pre-intertwined with other things, I guess I'm gonna have to take another approach and adapt what's already present, which is a bit of a bummer, but I will work with it. So, is in water. So it's always permitted. Which means this will never happen. And this does not have to be precise. This does not have to be mentioned. This does not have to be mentioned. This does not have to be checked. This is now obsolete. And this can be erased. Nice. One down, a few more to go. Oh yeah, now we no longer need the definition either. There we go. Inertia. Where are you? That's actually a good use. Sync.speed and sync.max speed means that we're not reading any custom swim values. This is a problem. Okay, we're not reading any custom swim values. I'll be fixing that step by step, by the way, so one at a time. Tilt. Last tilt. Okay. Tilt is very important. Momentum, I keep seeing. Last momentum. Oh, not the cross function. Please, not the cross function. That's where vectors get naughty. That uni.cross, you can see on line 67. I never understand. Man, we're already nearing 2 a.m. I haven't seen time fly. Oh shit, that means there's something I gotta do on my phone real quick, which will make me unable to read chat for a few minutes. Sorry in advance. But there's something whose deadline is 2 a.m., so... Okay. Hmm. Okay. Even the animations are isolated like this. That's no good. Idle anim fade, swim anim speed scale. I assume you're not familiar with all those variables. That's alright. So it cancels momentum when it reaches a certain threshold. It's not, and it stops turning with the camera. Whew. And I'm getting a bit tired. I'm gonna probably stop soon. Working on scripts at 2 a.m. might not be the healthiest thing I've ever done. Hmm. 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 Okay. This is already done. And should do some of that. There we go. Hmm. Yeah, some things are run multiple times, which is not necessary. For instance, this I can probably cut and put directly in your swim script because that's the thing that just has to be done once. Probably here. There we go. I'm just gonna look at the end of that. So, if you stop swimming, it gets rid of any body movers. Wait, but why do you get rid of body movers if... Oh, because you did not let him finish. You disabled it. So you gotta disable it yourself. Yeah, that's why I don't do that. That's fine. By the way, just one thing I would like to point out regarding Wait, no, that means it's actually useful. I'm undoing all my changes. Actually, not that cleaning up. Yeah, there we go. Because I just realized that without all that water checking on this side, which is, as you can see by this rate, which is defined here, here he checks for water every 30 seconds. It checks water 30 times per second, sorry. When he should really just do it at every physics speed, but that's fine. And all that time he checks if he's in the water. Even though I just have no fucking clue what he's doing. Yeah, I guess it works. But yeah, no, I get what is happening there. It was not obsolete. I got hasty. Because otherwise, while drowning, you would be able to swim in the air for 3 seconds. I think you can tell the power of this exploit if I remove that. So if the oxygen is full, water frame dot parent equals players dot play with. Okay, I'm really not getting that sounds plus effect thing. Let me have a look at it. Sounds, ocean. Ocean is an image. Well, I'll work on it later. Alright, my brain's starting to melt a bit, so I think I'm gonna call it there. Yeah, enough. I'm somewhat dying. And you know, it's dying. I haven't verified this information, but I've been told that dying is bad for health. So I will try to avoid being dead more than I am. So it never knows how many viewers are there. It was telling me one. It's telling me one when I'm checking on my phone. Oh yeah, because I'm the one watching when I'm on my phone. Well, thank you all the no one watching for watching all to the end. Or if you're watching and somehow YouTube is fucking stupid and doesn't count it, thank you for watching. Regardless. Well, since that I'm saying that for actually, you know what? Let me do it again. I'm fucking ass at being a streamer. For those who are watching like later, thank you for watching it all. You're awesome. For people that are watching now, like present, like when the stream is happening, yo, I guess. Okay, I have no idea what I'm doing, but you're awesome. So, see you all, and see you on Discord Whisper if you still want me around. But that's enough work for today.